All right, welcome back to another edition of Hate It or Love It. I am your host, LenDale White. We are sponsored by our guys over at Steady Picks, and I have a super huge guest with me. This is my brother from another, my USC comrade, my Titan buddy, um, my brother, man, Jurrell Casey. What's
What
going
it
on,
do?
brother?
What it do, my guy? How you doing today? Appreciate you having me today. Honor and pleasure. Definitely blessed to be here, bro. Definitely blessed to be here.
I sure appreciate you coming on, man. You 10-year vet. You know a thing or two about sacking that quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And you know a thing or two about that Titan football, man. You know, we biased on these shows,
tell him,
unfortunately, as you
tell
can
him what it
see.
is.
All
Tighten up,
right.
fight on, baby.
Yes, Sirski. All right, first up, man, we have the Kentucky boys, the number 20 ranked Kentucky, uh, going into Georgia Bulldogs, and they are ranked number one. They have the spread at minus 14 and a half at Georgia. Hate it or love it.
I love it. I love it. I think Kentucky definitely gonna cover that spread easily as much as no doubt. I think their offense this year has shown that they can compete with some of the best teams, and I think definitely gonna cover that. Don't get me wrong, Georgia is a great team, but with Kentucky trying to come and do their thing and make their run in the SEC, man, I think I think those boys are gonna come to play this week.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I have to say, well, I'm gonna say I hate it honestly because, yeah, I think that Kentucky covers for sure. I just think that, like you said, the way they've been playing ball lately, Georgia they have solid players, man, and I'm not going to take anything away from them. They probably will win this game. I just think Kentucky covers, man, the way they've been playing. Brock Bowers will probably have. I would say this is a lock. Brock Bowers will have 2 touchdowns this week for sure in that game. He's unreal. He's probably the best tight end we've seen in a long time. Just the way I'm not taking nothing away from Pitts down there in Florida, but he's a dope talent. But they have the over under at 48 and a half points. Hate it or love it.
Love it. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a shootout. I think they're gonna put up a couple points out there. Uh, Georgia, they're high scoring team, so I can't see them not scoring nowhere near 20-something points.
Hmm. Right, because that's not a lot of points, man. But
It's
you know
not
what?
bad at all.
I'm
That's
just
not bad at
I'm gonna
all.
say I hate it, JC. I just think
Okay.
that it, I don't know if Georgia they do have they do have a good offense, but I haven't seen a super firepower. And then the way I've seen Kentucky's defense play, I think that Kentucky can lock them up, man. Keeping them off the field a lot. I can't wait to see this one. That's going to be an interesting game because Georgia has been struggling, early on, and they've been finding a way to win. But good teams find a way to win. Bad teams find a way to
But
lose.
there
That's
you go.
next up on the list. We have Nick Saban's Alabama Roll Tide, number
Roll Tide.
11 ranked going into Texas A&M. This scares me, man. This is a Nick Saban team with less than a field goal against an unranked team. They have Alabama at minus 2.5. Hate it or love it.
I love it. I think they definitely win that game. Then they
So yeah,
definitely cover that spread. They for sure cover the spread for sure.
I'm with you too. I think they cover. Guess it makes me nervous, and seeing these things, like I said, only being the 3 point favorite or less than a 3 point favorite unranked team. But again, man, this is Nick Saban fighting for his life right now, and it's just when is the last time we've seen an early 2-loss Nick Saban team like this early? The first week
This is
in
not
October
Alabama to
have
pass though. This is not Alabama to pass,
but
bro.
they did reload and they had the number one recruiting class last year. What I'm saying is a 2-loss team this early. This is gonna be the first week of October, and you telling me that Nick Saban might walk away with his second loss in the first week of October? I highly doubt that.
Already out the playoffs. Ugh,
Yeah, nah, Nick
that's
got his.
rough.
That's what I'm saying. He has his back against the wall.
Rough.
Those boys
You
know
gotta come firing. You gotta come firing.
they know exactly what's at the. I'm taking Alabama for sure.
Definitely.
They have the over under at 49 points. Hate it or love it.
I hate it. I hate it. I don't see the score being that high. I don't see the score being that high. I think Saban and them gonna go up there put some points, but Texas A&M, I don't know really much about their offenses that much as a firepower or not, but I think with Alabama's defense of the past and knowing what they've been doing so far this season, they're gonna be pretty decent.
I'm gonna say I love it. I just think Jalen the Minrow or Milrow. I'm sorry, he probably already butchered their names, but that's the quarterback from Bama. I think that he puts the weight on his shoulder. I seen how when Nick benched him earlier this season, he's high fiving everybody and just the way he was leading on this. I love the way his demeanor was, man. So I feel like that kid alone could probably put up 21 by itself on the ground. So I think that I'm gonna love it, man. I'm gonna go with the over on this one.
Well, I'm gonna trust you then. You put it that way, then I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna switch over and say I'm gonna love it too.
For sure. See, I like that. That's what I like to hear on this one, man. You know what? This is the game of the week. I know it's going to be everybody tuned in. I've been tuning into the Red River Shootout since I was probably like 6 years old, man. And the Oklahoma Sooners are ranked 12 this year, and they are going into a number ranked 3 Texas Longhorns. Yeah, hook 'em horns, man. Is that how they do it? Hook 'em horns. Going into Texas, Sark's been having them boys playing some ball, man.
Real ball too.
They have Texas at -6. I'm gonna go ahead and say I love it, man. Before you even do that, I've been seeing this run game with Texas taking off. I got a young boy down there, Cedric Baxter, Cole Young running back. But I think it's Taylor, the kid that's been running the ball right now. I think he had like 220 or something last week. I think they found a new goon when it comes to running that ball. So I think that Texas definitely covers on this one. I'm not saying that.
I love that too.
Yeah, Oklahoma's not bad this year. I'm not saying that they're not bad or not. They have all the tools. I just think that Texas has their team and who they want right now. And Sark is on a roll with how he's calling these plays.
Well polished right now. I think they're doing a heck of a job over there. Sark is a person who's fine-tuned their offense. And the offense, like you say, the run game and pass game, you can't go wrong with that.
Right.
And then the defense complemented.
You hear me? And they beat them boys 49-0. That goes into the – last year they beat them 49-0. So one thing I do know is the over-under at 60.5. I'm going to say I love it because I think that Oklahoma has to come out and put some points on the board, but I definitely think Texas is going to run up the score.
But you said shootout, baby. It's going to be a shootout.
That Red River thing. I know my dog VY going to be down there. Shout out to 10. I see you, 10.
Turn it up.
My dogs are just in Columbia too living, man. Shout out to them. All right, now back to we going to get on to these big boy games now, man. Oh, and another lock. Caleb Williams will have +4 touchdowns this Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. He'll have against Arizona. He'll have it, man. He's having an infinite. Plus, that's another one for sure.
Lock it in.
Now on, we have the Eagles heading into the Rams. Jalen Hurts been playing some ball, but so has Stafford. They thought this was a rebuilding year. I definitely thought it was a rebuilding year for the Rams. But they had the Eagles at -4.5. Hate it or love it.
I love it. I love it. Eagles for sure gonna cover this. Eagles cover the spread for sure. I think the Eagles, they were team with a team last year, and they sleeping on them now. They sleeping on them now, but it's all good. I think they having a slow start. Jalen Hurts been asleep for a little bit, but now he's waking up at men's form season, and I think this is where he now got to hit that gear if he really want to get those boys back in that contender more round. And they and Devontae Smith is doing their thing over there. So hey,
they're undefeated, right? But see, the thing about this is what scares me about this is that's exactly what scares me. They're undefeated, and they've been playing good ball, but they haven't, like the last year, they were blowing teams out, putting 40 on the board. Teams are scoring 3.
That's why people sleeping on them.
No, I'm not sleep at all. Like, this is going to show me if they're not sleep or not, because I think that the Rams is one of them teams that everybody is sleeping on. And Sean McVay is going to be coming in with a game plan that's going to have a lot of teams rattled. So I'm going to actually say I hate it, man. I'm going Rams. Eagles will probably win by a field goal. But to see, the thing about betting is when it's 4 points and you lose by 3, I cover and I win. So I'm going to go Rams, man, to cover this thing at least. The Eagles still win. I'm not saying the Eagles lose by no means.
No, man, it might go over there, bro. That boy AJ ain't had a breakout game yet. He's looking for his 200. He's looking for his 200. And I'm thinking this might be that game where the Rams defense is okay.
So is that a prop? You saying
That
you
he
saying
might
AJ for
one
200?
200.
Hey, Nick, he said AJ going for 200, man. Y'all might
200.
want to put that in, book it in. I
200.
like that. They got the over under at 50. Lead me right into the next one. Hate it or love it.
Love it.
It-
Love
right.
it.
If you going
Love
for
it.
200, they
Going for
gotta score
200,
50 points,
you're
right?
gonna have at least 2 tugs for 200. Gotta get it.
I think the Rams have showed everybody that they can score some points. And Puka, my new favorite receiver in the league, I can't wait to see what he's gonna do this year. I mean this week. Sorry, I know a lot of people like you can't do. Yeah, right. Some people have that year where they get in stride and this rookie believes in himself. I know that Stafford obviously believes in him and McVay believes in him. So I think that this is going to be a game where they definitely go over 50 points, man. And my Rams will find a way to cover. Now into a game where I know there's trouble in paradise. They just paid the man, I think, was a 275. And that's what's kind of sticky, man. You give a guy 275 and you got a guy that's been begging to get his money. One, I think, is undefeated, right? Or maybe one loss, and one is, one win versus 3 losses.
Yeah.
We're talking of Sleepy Joe right now. He used to be Cool Joe. Hopefully he can get that back this weekend. And he is heading into the Cardinals. They have the Bengals at -3. I'm gonna say I love it.
I love it. I love it.
I think Sleepy Joe comes back to Cool Joe and he wakes up,
This is
man.
when he wakes up. This is exactly when he wakes up. And he got the opponent. He got the right opponents to do it against the Cardinals.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. The Cardinals is not a bad team, but this is a good competitive team for the Bengals to be able to go out there and put themselves back into a competitive mark for sure.
Right. Run the ball. You have Joe Mixon. Let him. He's physical. He can take the pressure off of Joe. Give the ball to Mixon.
Run the damn ball.
Run the ball. They have the over under at 44.5. Hate it or love it.
I hate it. I actually love it. I love it. Actually, I can see both of those teams putting up 20-some points, and that needs to be a shootout at the end of the game for sure.
I'm with you. I think I love it too, man. I
definitely love it.
Josh Dobson, he's been playing good ball. I like him. He got the team to believe he's doing some good things down there. They have some studs for sure at all the skill positions, man. From Connor to Hollywood, they got some kids that definitely can make some plays. So I love the over on this one. And plus the Bengals, I think it's time that they open up that offense and show everybody what everybody's been waiting to see. So I think that this is
that boy
going
Chase
to
do his thing. Chase on the case. Let's go.
Yeah, that boy's sweet, man. Them LSU receivers have been showing their tail lately, man. And speaking of that, no, I'm gonna wait for that. Because that's my guy. We're gonna get into our team, man. Yeah, the Titan gang or don't bang. Yeah, we are heading into the Colts, man.
Let them know.
We are heading into the Indy Colts, and we are actually they have the Colts at -1.
Hate it.
I'm with you too. I hate it. I'm a Titan, man. I know I'm biased. People's like, oh, he's biased. He played for. Yeah, we both did. But I told him this last week. Everybody's like, Cincy by 1 million. Actually, it was Titans by 1 million. And you could have won had you listened to me last week. I'm going Titans again. I just think Mark Vrabel, he understands what we are, man. We're getting back to that feature Derrick Henry. We do have D-Hop now where he is more than capable of making plays. We got T. Burks out there, but I think that, Derrick Henry is where we make the difference in this game. We give him the ball and he runs, crazy. So I'm taking the Titans in the upset, unfortunately.
Definitely.
They have the over-under at 42.5 points. Hate it or love it. That's tricky there.
I hate it because I don't see the defense necessarily giving up 20-something points. And the fact that I already know with the Colts coming back with Jonathan Taylor, they're gonna want to try to pound that ball. So with that being said, I don't see them putting up 21 points because hey, everybody's slipping on it. They're all excited about Jonathan Taylor coming, but they forget we got one of the best run defense in the NFL right now.
Right. Yeah, man. And the way Titans play, this is we are for us to win the way we need to win. I'm with you. We got to go under. We got to go under. And if I'm being honest with it, if I'm going Titans, I think we got to go under to win. So I'm gonna say I'm taking the under as well. It'll be nice to see if Jonathan Taylor does come back, though, man. I'm a running back, so anytime you can see one of the goons come back that's gonna put up some numbers out there. And I ain't just talking about the Titans. I'm talking about for the rest of the season. I hope he gets out there soon, man, because the game's missing a truly special player for sure. Let me see. We, yeah. Okay. So next up, we have my guy, man. The Chiefs. This Patrick Mahomes, man. He's been looking a little bit, you know, not like Superman lately. But the Jets defense is unreal, man. We do know that the Jets have a crazy defense. So to see that game last week, it kind of didn't surprise me. I was happy to see Zach Wilson ball out in that last game too. But
Definitely.
we have the Chiefs going into the my guy shirtless Kirk, baby. Yeah, this shirtless one, man. Um, they have the Chiefs at -5.5, and I gotta stop you right
I
there.
hate it.
I'm gonna say I hate it, man. I'm going
Hate it.
shirtless Kirk, man. He's been putting up way too many numbers.
Too
He
many
has
numbers.
Jay Jettas over there. That defense, they have been playing from behind because of the fumbles and the turnovers. I think this is the week where shirtless Kirk
Mm, mm, mm.
doesn't turn the ball over and that they show the world that he is probably ready to take the next steps, man. Because I had him winning MVP this year. His numbers,
His
if
numbers
he
is
his numbers are
ridiculous.
MVP, his wins column just ain't right now. So I think if we get back on the right track this week, he can show me a lot, man.
I'm with you
Um,
with that. I follow that statement all the way through. For
I'm
sure.
I'm going with shirtless Kirk for this upset, y'all. Let's go shirtless
Let's
one.
get it.
They have the over under at 53 points. Hated to love it.
I hate it. I don't see 53. I don't see that high of a score game out of these two teams.
Ooh.
I can see 30, 40 something points altogether, but 50 something points, I don't see that happening this week. Nah. I
I'm
don't
gonna
see
say I
that
love
happening.
it. For shirtless Kirk to be as good as he needs to be, he has to score points, man. That
He has
offense,
to put up
like
50 something points.
yeah, like they're used to putting up points. And then you gotta forget though, you playing the Swifties, Kelsey them. They playing against, you know what I'm saying?
The
He's playing
Swifty
against
Kelseys.
they're going against the Chiefs. So it's not like the teams that we talking about aren't capable of putting up some points. So I'm gonna say I absolutely love
Definitely.
this. I think that they score over 53 for sure. But the one for my guy, shirtless one, to be victorious, they have to put up points on the board. There's no way around it. There's no way around it, baby. And probably ain't no probably. You know what? Me and you played in the NFL, man, and we know how this shit works, right? There's one team around the world where it's always our team is next year is going to be our year. This year is going to be our year. And I know it's no bigger fans than the ones I'm about to talk about. We we have the cowgirl. I mean, excuse me, I didn't say that right. We have the Cowboys heading in to the 49ers.
Nuts.
This is going to be this is going to be one of them games because I could see this game honestly being one of the NFC playoff matchups down the road. It could be an NFC championship game down the road just because of where they both are and what they're supposed to be later on. But they have the 49ers at -3.5. Who, hold on, before you answer that, these teams met in the playoffs last year, right?
Yep.
49ers won 23-17. Um, Kyle Shanahan, Brandon Ayuk. I'm not sure if Michael Parsons is still feeling the lingering effects from last week. I know he was limping around. I'm not saying that's any part of what's going on. I know our guy Tyron, is he back yet?
Sure, I don't think he is.
You
I
see what I'm
think,
saying?
and
So
that's why I say I gotta say I love it
I
because
I'm with you.
this
I
is why they
adore
get
this
the name.
one.
This is why they get the name the Cowgirls. They get into this type of game here where they supposed Cowboys
Yeah,
because they
yeah, no, the
supposed to
Cowgirls. You're right.
because
We watch how they come get us, man.
they
The Cowgirl fans.
supposed to win these type of games right here,
Yeah.
and they're not gonna get it. It's definitely gonna be a good game. Definitely gonna be a good game, but I don't think they're gonna cover the spread.
Yeah. It's gonna be a great game, I think. But I just think
49ers are
that
gonna do their thing.
um Michael Eugene Shanahan. No, his middle name's not Eugene, but when you ball on this, like when you're a baller, as you are Jurrell Eugene Casey, LenDale Eugene White, like when you're a Eugene, that means you are a baller. And
Ball,
Michael Eugene Shanahan is actually one of those. He's a baby goat. Like he's one of the dudes that actually balances himself on the side of the mountain. I just think that his offense is way too cold, man. And on top of that, Hugh Funga, Drake Jackson, these are Trojans that do play for the 49ers. And I just believe that they're going to have a big game. I think Drake Jackson has a sack in this game. And I also believe that if Hugh Funga is up and healthy, he will have an interception. He reminds me of my big brother Troy P so much. He's always around the ball, man. He's a ball hawk. I know it's high praises, but high praises to a beast like
there
him.
You go.
And yes, I'm taking the 49ers to cover in this one. I just think, like you said, America's team falls again. And again, they're going to be making some type of excuse. I can't wait to hear what it's about. Another lock. Dak throws an interception, and he's going to throw it to Hugh Funga. That's my lock.
Go get it.
They have the over-under at 45 points. Hate it or love it.
I love it. I can see both of these teams putting up some good points. I think, the way the 49ers score, like they're gonna put up 20-some points.
Right.
They're gonna probably put up 40-some points their damn self. That's the part that's crazy.
Right.
So, I definitely love it. That offense, just like you said, Shanahan, he does his damn thing over there. So I can't wait to see that boy McCaffrey and all those boys go to work.
Man, I wish I could have been on that Shanahan train, man. I can't lie. My boy Bo Scaife actually grew up with him. Shanahan's a Denver boy, man. Yeah, he went to Cherry Creek High School out here in Denver, Colorado, man. So, and then he went to Texas. So, shout out to Shanny, man. But yeah, I actually love this over. I think that Dallas gets down early because of, like you said, the 49ers offense, and they're going to have to score some points to get back in this game. So I'm riding the 49ers wave right now. It's hard for me not to, just seeing how McCaffrey's running the ball. Debo, they got Brandon Ayuk, you got Kittle. It's so many people, and there's some people I know I'm forgetting, but they're going to come in and still make some type of play. You know what I mean? Something that you ain't even heard of. Like, he has something drawn up, and he's waiting for these Cowboys for sure. So.
He do it every year, so he do it every year.
Yes, sir. Man, well, I truly appreciate you stopping by, man. Hated to love it. Sponsored by our guys over at Steady Picks. It's always an honor to have, these former players, but, especially a guy like you. I seen Long Beach on, man. I watched you grow, man. I'm proud of you, man. And I'm truly thankful to have you as a brother and as a Trojan brother for sure.
Appreciate it, my guy. Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate being there following your footsteps, dog. And appreciate you keeping a role model to this day, bro.
Thank you, man. I love you, man. Fight on, baby. Let's link up soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, baby. Talk to you soon, man.